at LaVista Memorial Park in National City visiting my son. Making a video like this is really difficult for me because Leo passed away in 2013, and so it's been 6 years. We went through the sudden and unexpected death of our third child, and it's been something. It changed everything for us. There's no part of my life that wasn't impacted by Leo's death. To be able to come to a place like LaVista that's so quiet and peaceful and is so filled with respect for our loved ones who have passed on and honor for the traditions of the Hispanic people that my son and I are a part of and the celebrations that they have here, it really is such an amazing and a beautiful thing. But over time, over the last 6 years, I have taught myself not to feel certain things or not to acknowledge that I feel certain things. The truth of the matter is that I can cry at any moment thinking about Leo's death and all of the things that we missed out on, but I don't go there mentally very often. And the times where people are brave enough to ask me questions about it, which I certainly don't mind, I am usually strong enough to talk about it without crying. So when I'm here by myself, sitting next to my son's body, it's hard not to break down. It's really real. I can't push it aside. I don't want to push it aside, usually. I just do, because I have to still go about my day. I owe my daughters a good life, the same life that I wanted to give to Leo but couldn't. I don't think a lot of people would know that that's how I feel. I think that they look at me and say, oh, she's so strong. Her son died and here she is talking openly about it and she's not crying. And that's true. That does make me feel strong, but I'm not strong. I'm not strong. It's really God that gives me the strength to carry forward. It's not me. If it was me, I would be laying down on the grass here every day for the rest of my life, crying my eyes out until I also died. That's how I really feel. I promised my husband and my kids a good life. Being stuck in grief isn't going to get us where we want to go. And so I learned how to just button it up and move forward. Leo's always in my heart. He's always on my mind. His name is always right off the tip of my tongue. When I close my eyes, I can see exactly what his little face looked like. And when I allow myself to think about it, I can still feel exactly what it felt like when I used to kiss his little cheeks. And it breaks my heart that I'll never feel that again and that I'll never get to hear him say that he loves me, but I can feel it. I know he does, and I know he's with me. I don't know how to explain that to somebody who hasn't been through this, but I know he's with me. I get signs and symbols and confirmation and validation, and the feelings that I have are so overwhelming. There's no way that anybody could convince me that he's not with me. That's just the truth for me. And so I guess this video is just to say that life is hard. You don't have to have lost a child or a loved one to know how hard life can be. But the reality is, as surely as we were born, we're also gonna die. And so how you choose to fill your day and how you choose to relate to the people around you and the experiences that you're going through, that is within your control. When you pass away, that's out of our hands. But if Leo taught me anything, it's that life is so precious, and for as fragile as life can seem after you've lost somebody that you love, life is pretty awesome. And we are really resilient people, and the things that we go through should help us to grow and stretch ourselves and just become greater expressions of whatever it is that God intended for us. And so Leo taught me to love always. It doesn't mean I'm perfect. It doesn't mean that I try to be perfect. It doesn't mean that I'm not grumpy or rude or whatever. I am just me. I am a mess, she said as she fixes her tangled necklace and her frizzy hair. I try to act out of love. And when I realize that I'm not acting out of love, I will try and shift my perspective. And for me, I am very acutely aware of how precious and short life is and what it really feels like to have lost somebody so precious so quickly and so unexpected. So my hope for you, my prayer for you is that through knowing me and knowing Leo, that your heart can be filled with love in the moments where you feel like people don't deserve it or that you don't deserve it. because I pray that you are aware without ever having to go through something like I've been through. I pray that you can have some level of awareness of how short life really is and how precious it is, and how some of the petty stuff that we put each other through just isn't worth it. It's not. It's just not. You know, your pride, your ego, your social status, your wealth, none of that matters if you're not living out of love. Leo was this amazing little person who connected so many people in the 26 days that he was with us. And he did more in 26 days than I had done in the 31 years that I had been on Earth when I had him. And he just blew me away. I mean, my God, if he was still here, the mountains that he would move, but he's not. And he continues to move mountains. And within me, there were so many walls that I had built up that were just busted apart when he passed away. And as much as it hurt and devastated me, I look back and I'm so grateful for the person who I am now as a result of this tragedy that we went through. So anyways, thank you for listening to me while I got to talk about my beautiful boy. And if you like our videos, hit the like button. If you want more of what we offer, hit the subscribe button. We are constantly posting videos. If you ever want to talk about Leo or talk about a loss of your own, we're here for you. We're here. It can be really hard to talk about. A lot of people feel like they can't bring it up because they're gonna make us sad. But here's the reality, right? This is a wound that's never gonna heal. It's always open. So you asking me a question about it, it's not gonna hurt me. That's it for today. Bye from LaVista. Mwah.